off down the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we got one upside down, and it would appear as though it's the number 9 cut. The 7 cut.
Jeff, the red flag is out. This race will be stopped. There's been someone has rolled over down the bottom there, and there is official attention there, so hopefully this driver will be perfectly all right.
We'll come back to you, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we hear something about the condition of those drivers. Thank you very much.
I remember attending has always run well. We may get a start.
Yep.
Just squeeze up this one. But it's Clark
from Farley. These two have been some great racing. Tim Craig, I predicted it'd be a little bit closer to the action as we've got. Well, it looks going to be a.
One go-kart has gone out. Although a couple took.
I can't tell which number it is at the moment. But Farley is already on the offensive. He gets alongside straight.
Johnny Moss.
Then I think Brendan dies. Then Cut 82, I'm not quite sure which one that is. Well, he's followed by Clinton dies and Robbie Williams, tie hanger. And I believe that's Mark Richards and Peter Lawler.
Great race, Eddie. Thank you for that fill in there. At the time I've been busy doing something else, but as they come onto the main straight, 76, we're talking Clubman Light here at the moment, and I missed the start as they continue to run down. Clubman Light and Adam Clark leads the way at this stage. I can see Chris Walton back in 3rd position in 61. Troy Farley in the 31 kart in 2nd position, all over the rear nerf bar of Adam Clark as they go up to the top for for another lap here at this stage out of 20 laps. The next time they go past us, they have completed 3 and they'll have 17 left next time they come down past our comedy position.
Changing the lead, Troy Farley has taken the lead from Adam Clark. Farley is now leading from Clark. Walton still in 3rd, about 5 kart lengths off, but Clark retakes the lead from Farley. Couldn't quite do it. Clark managed to outbreak him. It is, while a lot of people have said the inside there and then they pull out, you have to remember it's off the racing line to overtake in that second right-hander, and it's very dirty and a lot of rubber down there. So you slide a lot more, and it's not as easy to pass through as some people may think. Clark holding. Chris Walton is closing up on this front two as Farley has another shot down. Side by side through the key.
Oh, great stuff.
Superior on the break. But this will have Chris Walton pulled right up on
yes.
Careful, I'll have Tim Craig with them.
very, very pleasantly.
Johnny Moss, 33, just in behind Craig as they go up to the top this time. He's sitting in 5th position on the track at this stage. But have a look at the dice going on for first. Troy Farley says, hey, I want this lead, and he goes for it and he gets it. Adam Clark not prepared to give 1 inch as they come onto the main straight. And I'll tell you what, Chris Walton's got a boost here. He says, I can keep up with these boys. And he's doing it as they go through. And he's looked for a slipstream on the brakes and takes 2nd position, does Chris Walton on Farley as Clark continues to lead this one. Oh, great stuff with Tim Craig in the 1 cut. Decided that it's about time that he got involved. Johnny Moss in 33 says, hey, you want to get involved, so do I, as they go across to the far side.
Clark threw it up inside in the kink, and Walton followed him through.
Moss just got the inside pass in 33 on Tim Craig. Craig looking outside double to come onto the main straight. Adam Clark leads them. The man with his tail in the air. The young man in 61. Chris Walton in 2nd spot. Troy Farley in 31. Picks up a touch of dust. Works in behind them as they come up to the end of the thing. Have a look. Tim Craig tries to make his cut 3.6 wide as they come into the bottom corner. He gets it too and puts Johnny Moss back 1 spot into 5th position. They go across to the far side. I would reckon that this young kid in 61 has had the switch turned on to full power at this stage because Walton realises all of a sudden that he's in this one and he's got a chance with only 13 laps left to run in this 20-lap final. Watch these three as this race unfolds.
Well, he had a shot at Clark, and the side couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. He had a look down the straight, couldn't do it there either. Farley is closed right up on him. He's now going to give Walton a bit of a hurry up. The two young chargers here is Clark. I mean, he's almost a veteran. He's been in this for about 6 or 7 years, and he's a sensational driver. He's won this under the AKA. He's never won the Cam's Clubman Light title, but he set pole once or twice, and he has a quick check behind. Farley pulls in, sticks to the slipstreamer.
Oh, good stuff into the bottom.
All this is allowing Clark to pull away.
Walton just kicks it up again and brings up, just puts it into second gear or kicks it up a gear into third. Works back up to within about a cart length and a half of Clark as they come off the loop at the top. He kicks it right and left, just picks the rear right-hand tyre up and touch does young Walton as we get a couple of boys come together a little bit further down on the pack. Do not take your eyes off these first three, ladies and gentlemen. Action, action, action here at Oakburn Kart Raceway, here at Tamworth for the national titles. They run past us at an incredible speed as they go down into the braking area. These kids have got hearts about 5'6" in diameter as they run up the back straight. Clark in 76, as Eddie was just saying, probably the oldest one, having had about 5 or 6 years experience. Chris Walton's been driving them since he was 7, and I reckon that young Troy Farley is probably in a similar situation. These boys continue to hammer as these first three have now got just 10 laps. They're only halfway through this final, Eddie, and they've got 10 laps now to run as they continue. Have a look at Farley, looking for an inside on Walton. Can't get it. They close up. You could throw a dainty lady's handkerchief over the three of these as they come off the back. Oh, Walton says, hang on, Mr. Clark. As Clarky keeps his eyes wide open and holds the line as they go through the bottom corner. They go up to the top once more. Clark from Walton, from Farley. Forget the rest at this time.
Well, Farley's been attempting to get Walton down the straight for the last 4 laps. He has not been able to do it, but I'm sure he'll have another go here. But again, Clark has got 2 to 3 kart lengths. This distance between Walton and Farley has allowed, ever so close. Farley looked for an inside run there, but couldn't do it. Walton held his line beautifully. Clark simply driving superb.
To give you an idea of how good these first three are, our current national title holder, Tim Craig, is a long way off back in 4th position, and he's being hurried up along by about 2 kart lengths by Johnny Moss in 33. The rest aren't even in it. They go across to the far side. Adam Clark in 76 says, gotcha, 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 as he comes back out onto the main straight this time. And I tell you what, Chris Walton in 61 says, that's what you think, as he goes down past me like a blower, under brakes and underneath Clark. Does he get it? Yes! Walton takes over the lead with Adam Clark in 76 in the 2nd position. 3rd place with 8 laps left to run. Troy Farley says, what have I got to do to try and win this national title here at Tamworth on the 8th of October 1995. Click, click, they go right, left, through, and Adam Clark looks to go inside. Chris Walton is unable to do it. Chris Walton in 61 holds them at bay as they come onto the main straight once more.
That was a great move by Walton. He simply outbrakes Clark, who goes down the inside of the kink. And in fact, Farley up the inside of Walton. Oh, little touch, but nothing to worry about. Farley actually dropped off a little bit there. He was wide on the exit. Walton sticks to Clark's bumper, and Clark will lead him up to the top of the hill. Round is going into the S's. Walton has clipped the right-hand ripple strip of the S's, and he does it again.
That's Clark as he cuts in, and Walton looks to the inside of Clark as they come into pit corner, unable to pick it up, but by gee, great stuff. Don't walk away from this one. It's nowhere near over. With 76, Adam Clark, with all the prestige on the line. And young Chris Walton in 61 gets out of the slipstream, thinks about going in, diving in under Adam Clark. Clark knows he's there. Now he pulls to the inside. Troy Farley, at this time, has moved right up in behind the Nerf bar of Walton in the 31 kart. Walton, of course, in 61, the meat in the sandwich at this stage. They go through, right, left. Walton goes to the inside, picks the pass up on Adam Clark. Clark back into 2nd place, and Farley saying, I don't know what I got to do to try and win this one, as they come out onto the main straight once more. Walton, Adam Clark, and Farley. Adam Clark gets the inside, picks it back up again as they go into brakes at the bottom.
really impressed is that every time one of them has attempted a narrow pass on the King, the other...
That is great, because if they didn't do that, senior national.
Heavy, where the two tried to squeeze each other and they both went out. As Walton hit both triple tips that time, he's going to want to be careful with that. He's going to bust the chain if he keeps doing this. I think we've only got about 4 laps to
run, mate. 4 laps left to run before we determine who's going to be the Australian champion for Clubman right here at Raleigh. Did I say Raleigh? I meant Tamworth. As they come into the bottom corner, anybody's going to win this one. As they come in, Walton goes to the inside of Clark. Clark's got the measure. Farley almost runs over the back of Walton as they come up to the top. I dropped the bing off the back. It's not a problem. They run across to the top. Adam Clark, Chris Walton. Now, looking for an inside is Walton. No, has decided to sit in behind Adam Clark. The last couple of races, or the last couple of laps, I should say, are going to be absolutely you're not going to be able to explain them, I can tell you that. 3 laps left to run as they go down past me. Farley, looking for an inside, gets out of the slipstream on Walton as they go to the bottom.
Let's see what Clark's tactics are here. Oh, Walton had a shot. He hasn't been overly defensive. Lorraine has to take his racing line and be as quick as possible. He doesn't believe that the blocking will win him this Australian Championship. However, again, as we saw with Briscoe, it is dangerous. Walton has already shot past him at pit corner 2 or 3 times this race. He's going to want to be very, very careful. But Clark will still lead them with about 2 or 3 laps to go. Down the straight. He's certainly covering the straight a little bit more than he was. So I'd say he's ready to consolidate, to take the tighter lines. But Walton, again, just couldn't quite do it. Farley closes right up, and this gives Clark a can't link. Yeah, back to Walton, leads them up as they go into the S's. Will Walton hit the ribble tip again? Yes, hits them both again.
As they go across to the far side, Selwyn Walton, young Chris Walton's dad, would have smoked 7 packets of cigarettes in this 20-lap final, and he'd be reaching for another packet. They're coming down, they've got the last lap board to come, thank you. Adam Clark leads in 76. Walton knows that he's got to do something. In less than a lap left to run, they go down through the loop at the bottom for the last time. They come up along the back straight. Clark certainly covering his line now as they come onto the bottom and they come around the right-hander. Clark over his shoulder as he comes into the top corner. Farley unable to do anything about it at this stage. Watch them as they go through the chicane. And it's Chris Walton as Farley looks to the inside of Walton. Can he get him? Yes! Troy Farley moves up into second position with 1 corner left to run, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Clark in 76 takes the win from Troy Farley, and Chris Walton in third position. 1, Tim Craig, our current national title.